Hello, this is Wheelhouse Rock, and welcome back to my Let's Play / appreciation / farewell to Dawn of War Soulstorm. Last we left off, we have just taken over the Necrons. The Necrons, by the way, have the racial ability of troop recovery. So it says some honor guard and garrison units will be recovered after each battle. That doesn't really affect us right now because we have so many resources. And we don't actually have that many defenses. After all, the orcs aren't doing much if you looked in the center left, and the Blood Ravens aren't doing much. Since I do have a couple of armies and a couple of honor guard, you can see this has gotten really big to 17. This is 15. So when I assault their base, I will be hit pretty heavily. I'm going to go ahead and repurchase some of my units that I lost in the Necron battle. These are the Spoils of War, and when you play them, you can play those again. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the turn.
Charge the enemy! Victory is our fate.
I suppose I could go forward and back and forward and back. Since I do have the Tau cannon, the Yani Anoi cannon, what's the proper name? Arca cannon? At strength 6, if I attacked it right now, there would be 2 bases. Right? Yes, 2 bases if you look in the right-hand corner. I'm going to go ahead and attack and then withdraw just to reduce how much, how big the enemy troop is. I'm going to take over this base, and then I'm going to go ahead and start the Eldar mission and go from there. There's a number of things I wanted to talk about. Every time I start these, I sort of forget what I was going to say. Anyway, I'm going to quit the battle, and that actually causes me to lose all of my honor guard. I'm not too sad about that, because I wasn't planning on winning it anyway. Alright, I'm going to end my turn. Like I said, I have never seen an enemy race start dominating, even after I take off the other combatant. You'd think the Eldar would just start dominating, and they really don't. They really don't dominate at all. Once again, I'm going to go in, then back out. And once again, the Arca cannon is reducing its strength. I guess I don't lose the honor guard when I do that. I thought I did. But there they were just now. This Confessor is not even dead. He's just sort of like lumping. I don't know. Like I say, I don't actually use the Confessor that much. I don't actually use this color scheme either with sort of red. There is, if you follow the lore. There is actually one Battle Sisters regiment that uses red. Something Order of the Sacred Rose or something like that. Alright, this has a single large base. Now, I've noticed maybe a glitch is that sometimes it'll say 5, and when I attack it, and then play the game through, it acts as though it's still 5. I think maybe the Arca cannon only reduces this number after you exit. And if so, then that's kind of defeats the purpose of it. Anyway, now that there's a single large base, I'm going to go ahead and attack. And when I'm done with that, I will go ahead and engage the Eldar mission and go from there. Eldar mission is alright. I'm not a big fan of any particular headquarters mission, but it's, as far as missions go, it's not bad. I do not like this map. I know that for sure. After you play this game a few times, you're sort of like, yeah, I know this map, yeah, I know that map, yeah, I know this map. No. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and call him Control 9. Let's go and have him build at least one power plant. Emperor, inspire me. So, you know, part of what this is appreciation. I do try to show off some of the units. Just awesome in shape. I rarely see such detailed units in any game. Alright, 9, I want you to go ahead and build a listening post right there.
The point is ours.
Okay, we should have at least one. There we go. Okay.
If I must die.
This button in the lower left-hand corner selects the next builder unit, and I only have one builder unit right now, the Ecclesiastical Servitor, and I've labeled him Team 9. Let me say you can also label, you can also designate buildings to be something. Like, I can make the Convent Team 3, and just hit 3 and it'll zoom in on the Convent. Most people don't do that, there really isn't too much of a reason to do it. Now, I have such a high force already that I could probably go ahead and
We know our place.
defeat the Eldar, well, the Necrons in this case, as is.
They will
And I'm going to go ahead and do that, actually. I do want to do some upgrades. I do want to get phosphor grenades, just for the sake of getting phosphor grenades. And is 9 doing something? Yes. Is 8 doing something? Yes. Now, the enemy, if you look in the lower left-hand corner, is sort of in the middle. In the middle and up, if I remember this right at all. So I'm going to go ahead and force move. Like I say, if you do attack move, they attack as soon as they're in range of an enemy. But if you ask them just to move, they'll move without attacking. Well, they will still shoot while attacking, but they won't stop as soon as they're in range. And sometimes that's the best thing to do, is just to go ahead and do it that way. Because in that sense, they don't... I mean, they can bum rush. And that's good. I mean, the thing is, your army is a big blob. And what you want to do is you want to have all of your blobs shooting at once. And if only half of your blob is shooting, then there's a problem.
We walk in his light.
So, yeah, a large part of this game is just trying to project all of your force into one unit or one size.
Have no pity. Thou shalt inspire me.
Let me see if I have some actual... I do have some. About to say I want some actual damaging things. Some actual grenades. Let's go to throw some phosphor grenades on these guys. And on these builder units as well. It won't be too difficult to break the morale of some of these guys. I kind of want these guys at my people that are broken, so I'm going to fly them over here, and then well, I don't have Angelic Visage, so I can't boost my morale. And it won't be too long till they're all dead anyway. Let's see if I can't use some more phosphor grenades just to do as much damage as I can. Alright, let me go ahead and upgrade to the multi-melta, so I'm doing as much damage as I want to do. These wraiths, I feel bad because you're not going to get to see a lot of the units that I've played as before, and some of them are pretty powerful. Let me go ahead and destroy this. It's giving us a fair amount of damage. A lot of the defenses in this game aren't exactly super duper powerful. That's true of a lot of games you'll play. No RTS game you ever play wants to make it so profitable to porcupine, which is to say, stand behind bunches and bunches of defenses. Just like a lot of FPS games don't want to make it advantageous. Okay, he did what they always do. He teleported in, the Necron Lord, and activated a power that prevents ranged shooting. So all you gotta do is just leave. And now that we've left, we're going to go ahead and phosphor grenade him. Phosphor grenade the crap out of him. And that's really about the only real way to do it. Luckily, this emulator is doing a fair amount of damage. If you watch this unit, which... oh, well, the power went away. But anyway, I was going to tell you... that mains power actually prevents range units from shooting. But you'll have to take my word for it. Actually, you won't see it. These scarabs... once again, I said that the Warhammer K... or actually the Warhammer Fantasy equivalent of the Necrons was Egyptian in nature, and that's probably one of the ways you'll see it, is there are scarabs, which, I mean, we often think of as Egyptian. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there for a second. That should do it. We only had one base. And they still have units. That's annoying. I don't know what all is capable. This is a summoning core. Oh, there's a core right here, a Necron monolith. I was about to say. I was surprised when that didn't end the mission, but they just built an entirely new half-built monolith. There. Okay, there we go. Now, I was about to say, in the Necron mission we did, when I attacked that summoning core, it said that objective had been completed. And, I'm not sure what the objective was. I'm going to go ahead and save here. Let's go with LP9. And end my turn. I don't really think there's too much of a disadvantage to attacking while the main Eldar base is there. I don't actually think it makes too much of a difference. Anyway, let's go ahead and attack. I want to go ahead and get my new servitor. I love this graphic in the bottom. You don't see too many of these. That's a nice little rendition of what they look like. Yep, it looks nice. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and begin. Let's go ahead and get my forward base set up as well. I have so much requisition it isn't even funny. I wish I could do it all. The racial power for the Eldar is that they can move up to 3 territories in one thing. So this is called Fleet of Foot, or Fleet March, actually. In Dark Crusade, there was a similar power called Fury that allowed you to take 2 turns, and that was so overpowered. I apologize for talking a little bit, because my nose is stopped up, and you can probably tell there's a very anal tone to it.
Race, the Eldar concern themselves with the distant past and the distant future. In visions,
so a long time ago, the Eldar were basically associated with the Old Ones, and so the Necrons hated the Old Ones, and so the Eldar have been ancient enemies of the Necrons. Now the Necrons, of course, predate the Eldar, but they were kind of involved in the same battle.
A sprawling base of operations, and the Eldar army poured forth from it. Just as quickly, this stronghold vanished.
So this unit in the background, I forget the name of it, Aspect of so-and-so, or Avatar of so-and-so. Anyway, there's so-and-so, the bloody-handed god, and that's their avatar for him. He makes an appearance in this game, he makes an appearance in Dawn of War 2. He even makes an appearance in Rights of War, an old Warhammer 40k turn-based game based on Panzer General engine, basically. Okay, let's go ahead and start this and watch this nice pretty cutscene. Once again, I will probably be completely talking over it. If you look in the upper right-hand corner, you see a webway gate, and the Eldar can use those to go from place to place, a lot like the Imperial Guard do. So as this mission progresses, you will be assaulted by numerous enemies coming out of cloaked webways.
Yes,
Must we fight?
we shall fight. They must never suspect. They shall come, expecting the obvious, the simple, the artless. They shall stab at the shadows with confused minds and troubled hearts. Meanwhile, we shall appear unseen from 10 directions, and from every one, strike a fatal blow.
Needless to say, you want to have lots of missionaries in this game, and your own commanded unit, just so you can detect cloaked units, because there will be lots of, well, infiltrated. That's the terminology this game uses, infiltrated, not cloaked. And something that can detect an infiltrated unit is called a detector. And luckily, our missionaries are detectors, and our main hero unit is a detector now that we have
Do you know
the helm, the mask.
Which we call Esselir Talith, and the young races call the Upper Wastes?
We, the Eldar, made our war camp here. In a past age.
Yes, that is so. Our ancestors came here to fight the Necrons when they were an overwhelming wave that swept the worlds. This system was one of their stages of destruction. Their foundries of undeath.
Those units you see right in front of you are called Shrieking Banshees. They're actually, oh, there's the avatar there.
We constructed our war operations
Probably one of the
center
best
here
animated
as
units
an
I've ever seen in any RTS.
No brute army, no simple display of force could uncover its secrets, and none ever shall.
Those walking units
Now,
are great at
it is
destroying
more
buildings
than
with
a
melee attacks.
It is a clever trap, this place.
I really love the
Ancestors
I
forged.
keep on saying Dark Eldar. I really love the
It is a next
Eldar
covered elite
miniaturines and figurines, and I know people that collect them and do them. And the lore behind it is very innate. Behind their armor, they look somewhat human. but they have very elongated heads. They're very graceful and lithe. The Dark Eldar are also graceful and lithe, but they're evil. The Eldar are a dying people. That's what they're referred to as a dying people, and they've been around for a long time, but they know their time's up, the time's going away. And it's their fault that it's their fault. I said fault the first time, but it's not like there's an R in it. That Slaanesh exists.
Stronghold. We will purge it with fire and claim this land in the Emperor's name.
I am a servant.
Alright, let me go ahead and
They're upon us, Farseer. Is it time?
nope, don't go there yet, sir.
Not yet.
Let me go ahead and attach these units.
Discipline and devotion never falter.
And let me attach the Canoness
Witchcraft, heresy, and
to one of these
mutation.
units.
Sisters, fight by my
And is
side.
there a unit that does not have anything attached? Not really. Not really. Well then this poor missionary is going to have to be by himself. Sorry, poor missionary, you're by yourself. Alright, I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and give him a multi-melta upgrade, assign him to group 2, and go ahead and invade.
Inspire me.
Now, quickly to safety.
As usual, take care of the things that are dealing damage to you first.
Canoness, the chapel and servitor have arrived. The operation may commence. I suspect the road before is long and winding.
She says. Yeah, don't you love that sort of like obvious? Oh, guys, don't get killed.
I am a servant. The Emperor.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and get killed. The servitors will keep on walking into traps. Okay, I think we should be alright.
How little you understand the Eldar. You have stepped into our snare. Do not expect to escape it alive.
By the Emperor's wrath, you will pay for these feeble deceits.
Okay, so there's a bunch of different bases, and kind of like this one, as you attack their base, they pretty much withdraw their units.
I am a servant.
And scattered around, although they're not actually active yet, are once again Infiltrated, that is cloaked, webway gates. I'm going to go ahead and take all my Honor Guard and assign them as Honor Guard Group 0 to function as defense, and like I say, you will come under defense quite often. You'll come under attack quite often. I already have at least 2 points of power. Let me go ahead and build another group. I'm going to go and assign him as Group 9, assign him as Group 8. You're being attacked again. Those guys have anti-vehicle armor, so they're not that great against infantry. They're mostly there for anti-vehicle duties. Alright, you're going to be Group 8, and let me tell you to go ahead and start building some more power. And we should be good. Okay, and we didn't even take our points because we attacked. So we're not doing great time-wise.
Dominion of this place in thy name.
There is a point up here that we're going to have to go ahead and take, although it's going to be constantly under attack. Okay, let's let people take their units, and I'll only use these people to do the majority of attacks. Looking at my watch to make sure I have enough time to do everything I need to do. I'd like to go ahead and start this first upgrade to the cathedral. And I want to go ahead and start, once I can, a manufactorium to go ahead and upgrade the other point. Upgrade to the next, to a chapel. That's because I want to make sure that my squads have veteran superiors first off. There's some other upgrades I want as well. They're doing alright. And they should be gone pretty soon. Okay, that's good. I'm pretty happy about that. Let's go to Group 8 and tell it to build the first of the listening posts.
Build protocol confirmed.
I don't have anybody assigned to Group 9 anymore, it seems like. I'm gonna get you Group 9. Build this, so I have 9, I have 8.
Serve. I humbly await orders.
Assign you to Group 6.
I serve.
Tell you to repair that.
Make it whole.
Okay, I think we're okay for now. There is a base to our east, because I can tell. I can so tell. I want you to be Group, I don't want you to be Group 7.
I humbly
I want you to be
await
Group 6.
orders.
Let me go ahead and tell you to build this right here. I wanted to get the base to our east first, because they at least have a resource point. If you look in the lower left-hand corner, you can see the little blue dot. There's a resource point that we could use. Let's go ahead and tell all my Group Zeros to head towards the center. And I'm going to tell these guys to be Group 1.
It is a judgment. It is a judgment.
Now, I did have a lone missionary. Right, yeah.
Inspire me.
We command dread and awe.
I'm going to tell
My sisters, with my commendation.
my canoness to go ahead and leave for unit and let the missionary take their place, despite the fact that it'll probably mean his quick and imminent death, because I need the canoness to lead my armies. Okay, I can get veteran superiors now, so that's good.
Witchcraft, heresy,
Alright,
and
detach her.
mutation. Part from your sisters.
I remain pure.
There we go.
Thou shalt
And attach you here.
I shall.
And I want 2 more missionaries to join them. Okay, let's look at 0. Make sure they're fully upgraded. Okay, Group 0 is officially upgraded. I'm going to go ahead and include this guy in Group 0. So he can be defense.
Witchcraft, heresy, and mutation.
This is odd. I didn't know that this was not one of the other units. It's not Group 0, is it?
It is a judgment.
Okay, so we just have like a lot of people.
Sworn ever to your service when at
And a lot of missionaries. It's alright, we can deal with more.
ever to your service when at peace and when at
We command dread and awe.
Okay, let's attack. 0, attack. I want this guy to be in Group 0. I'm going to keep him here for now. The first infantry you face are pretty weak. And you're not going to have too much difficulty dealing with them. They will attack from multiple directions. Like these guys. Okay, upgrade. Upgrade. If you want to, actually I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to tell number 6.
More warp spotters and rangers are needed on the field. Send word to their base camp. And have it down immediately. We command dread and awe.
Okay.
It is a judgment.
I want Celestine squads as soon as I can. Let me go and get armor. Armor, by the way, if you look at it, it basically increases everybody's hit points by 25 points, which is, you know, just insanely big. Let me just say, it is a huge increase. A huge percentage increase.
It is a judgment. Strike them
Okay, I don't see anything special about this particular base that will allow me to take it, use it for my benefit. Where is this? Can I build? Okay, let's just build 2 Celestine squads. That's gonna take some time. Alright, let me go ahead and... I'm so fickle. That's alright.
peace and when at
Witchcraft, heresy, and mutation. Thou shalt
I am going to include this unit. And I'm going to have all of them
come, my sisters.
to go ahead and attack and do everything they can to this base in the east. I know we just got some mission about guys north of us to get more warp spiders. And I'm just not very convinced by that. There's just more to do in this area. I really want that population upgrade.
We command dread and awe.
There's one of the warp gates.
We
Since we have the ability to see infiltrated units, we can take them down. And those will be scattered throughout the mission and throughout the map. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to go ahead and save this. And I'm going to stop this recording because it's been about 25 minutes. Anyway, thanks for joining me. This has been Wheelhouse Talk Rock, and this has been my Let's Play / appreciation / farewell to Dawn of War Soulstorm. Have a nice night.